And I would like to also introduce our closing speaker, a man named Testimony. And so it is a great honor to bring to Hagerstown and to Gatekeepers, Mr. Testimony. And I don't know a lot about his story, right? But I do know with a name like Testimony, you must have one. So please give it up for Testimony.
Wow. I mean, this is just phenomenal. Mr. Bill, thank you so much for allowing me to come. Mayor and everybody else that's here, this is amazing. My name is Testimony. My government name is Alvin, like the Chipmunks. So if y'all want to laugh, go ahead. It's okay. I recite spiritual spoken word, and I'm a motivational speaker. I got 2 college degrees. I went to Drexel University, grew up in a great home, went to private school, but I still found myself homeless, on the streets, eating out of trash cans. I've been shot twice at very close range in 2 different states on 2 different occasions. The last time they shot me, they put the gun to my head here, and they pulled the trigger. The bullet went in my brain, came out. Somehow God allowed me to survive that. When I got to the hospital, I collapsed in the emergency room. And the doctor came in after I'd been there for a while. He said, "Son, I don't get to talk to gunshot survivor to the head very often, right?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "If the bullet was a little to the left, we'd be having the same conversation about you, but without you. You understand?" Jesus. And I said, "Yes, sir." And he unrolled a loose leaf piece of paper. He said, "The thickness of this piece of paper. If the bullet was to the left, the thickness of this piece of paper, you wouldn't be here." At that point in time, I knew that God had saved me for a reason. And he brought me through everything that I went through so that I could have a testimony to be able to share with you that if God could do this for me, he can truly do it for you. I'm here to share the good news. See, it's not all doom and gloom, right? Your current location is not your destination. So stay positive, be encouraged. The resources that y'all have here is incredible. I wish I had some of this.
Come back.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I'll be back. I'm a gatekeeper now, whether you like it or not, right? My life is so different today. God has brought me a mighty long way. Today I'm married, I'm employable, I have a great job. I've been there for the last 8 years. I drive a vehicle today. You know, I don't have to walk and catch the bus and do the things I used to do. God blessed me to be able to build a house a few years ago. I don't live in abandonments and behind dumpsters and cardboard boxes no more. I don't beg for change. I don't carry no signs. I give money to people today. I bless people with things that God did for me. I share my story. I share my hope. I had no idea what I was going to say when I came up here. God said, "Yo, the truth don't need no support. Tell them the truth." Right? And I'll tell you, I said, my life here on earth ain't been nothing to brag about. God blessed me with a good job. But I'd rather chill in the hood on the corner drinking a Guinness stout. I grew up in the church, but I covered my past with whiteout. I took the wrong route and thought life was all about me, my fraternity, and my Drexel University degree. Forgetting the fact that I was black and how society expects me to act, I should have stayed strapped with my spiritual backpack on my back to survive the devil's attack. Subliminally thinking that I was free, trying every drug from A to Z, I was too blind to see that the key to my future was shaped in the letter G. Pain became my teacher, not God's creatures, along with police caravans, metal bracelet bands, hospital bedpans, lawyers worth 100 grand. I was moving too fast to stand, still trapped by my own will with an empty space to fill. I was drowning like a fish with no gills. I wanted to take my 9 mil and end it all. But see, God would let me drop the ball, because even though my life was like Saul, inside he saw Paul, and through it all, he said, son, before I raise you up, you must fall. So I did. I put my being in with the devil and backslid to a subterranean level that left me thinking that everything I had was sellable. It was incredible to experience the inevitable. The man in the mirror became my worst enemy. He was no longer a friend to me. I was a drone alone with his circuits blown. God stood knocking at my door. But I wasn't home. I was headed for self-destruction. Headed for self-destruction. Conjunction junction had lost its function. I was stuck. And like Chuck D from Public Enemy, it made me mad. So I had to put pen to the pad to give you something you never had. I should have been dead like Fred, like Curtis Mayfield said a long time ago. But God spared my life for a reason. He said, go and spit this tight flow and let them gatekeepers know that y'all don't have to go to the place where I chose to go. But see, we all must go through something. Listen. We all must go through something before God lets us grow. And what God has for you is for you, and what He has for me is for me. And when He sets us free, we are truly free because of His blood shed on Calvary. There is no great Wizard of Oz or clicking 1, 2, 3. Only His grace and His mercy allows me to share me testimony. God bless you.